Hello Pisces, and welcome to my channel, The Guided Intuitive, and thank you so much for being here. So I am here to do a read for you and that other person. Now note that other person might be a significant other. It could be, boyfriend, girlfriend type thing. It could be a person of interest. It could even be a friend or family member. So note that, okay? This is a general read, so feel free to reverse the messages on either side. I will be focusing on you on one side, but you could just as well resonate with the other side or any message from either side, okay? So note that, all right? And continue your likes, your subscribes, your shares. I so appreciate that, all right? This will be from May 20th through the 31st, 2019. This will be for all Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as your Venus signs. And if you're not sure what those signs are, check my description box. I do have a complimentary link that you can click, plug in your birth data. It'll pop out your birth chart. You can check out those other signs and then check out my other videos as it relates to those signs. It just might very well resonate with you, okay? So let's see what is in store for you. I want to thank all of those who've ordered from my store, and definitely have been joining our Facebook group. If you are interested in our Facebook group, please go to The Guided Intuitive and click the button Visit Group, and it'll be prompted by a few questions and it'll slide you right on in. Okay, all right, so it might not resonate for everyone. Again, it's a general read. If you'd like a personal read, go to theguidedintuitive.com. I've got some great openings right now, rather fast because I've cleared the decks, so to speak, so I'm very, very excited. And let's see what's going for you, okay? So we're going to freestyle this a little bit. We're going to start with the RUMI cards and see what we've got here. Okay, so we've got the Merciful Mother Jamal. Okay, so this is a 44 card, okay? The 44 card reduces to an 8, right? And 8 is all about... it's like it's all about, I don't want to say, like, the spiritual meaning is talking about material gain. Okay, there is some sort of abundance. There's some sort of material success, okay? Because that 8 number, as you well know, it flows. It's very, very balanced, okay? It always reminds me, I was a professional ice skater for many years, and the figure 8, right? I always had we started out with everything, learning how to balance ourselves by doing the figure 8. It was very, very, it was a very, very kind of like a beginner's stance that you have to take in terms of being able to balance on the ice, being able to, to conduct the turns and balance your body and your energy. So this is beautiful. And this is, I think, is also balancing yourself out with your energy, using that motherly type of energy with grace, with poise. And even if it doesn't matter if you're, if you're male or female, this is talking about feminine energy, because we all have that in ourselves, okay? And this is saying to use that feminine energy, to use that grace in the process as it relates to this situation or whatever has brought you to my channel, okay? That's what's coming into play, okay? But it does, you have to note your comments below, because it could be balancing both the material and the spiritual aspects of our experiences, okay? Whether in this relationship or situation, okay? So do keep that in mind, all right? So if you are a life path number 8, it is also a destiny number. So just note that, right? Okay, so it's very hardworking. It's very goal-oriented. I mean, some people call it a materialistic type of sign. I don't see it that way. I think it's all about kind of moving with the flow and balancing life out. But, to each his own, all right? Let's see what else wants to come out for you here. This is beautiful because it talks about the heart chakra, and you've got a lot of red in terms of the passion. So balancing, the red is balancing kind of your root chakra, and then the green is about, balancing with what it is that you want in your heart. And then also brings a lot of confidence, which is that yellow and that light, that yellow that's shining through here. What else wants to come through? A sacred union. Okay. Well, you're just going to have to check out Scorpio's read, because they also got that as well, Pisces. Okay. So this is a 19 card. The 1 plus 9 brings it to a 10, which focuses on a brand new beginning. Okay. A brand new beginning for who? And it could be in a particular relationship. I like this. This is really beautiful. Okay. So that's what's coming into play, and that's what I see here. Beautiful, beautiful. So this is about a union, definitely a union with someone. Okay, this could be even a union getting back to yourself, calling yourself back home, could very much well be the case. So that's what's coming into play for me here. But it's also about it's like the oneness, being loving yourself, I think is so incredibly key. Okay. And it is, as I mentioned in one of the videos before, it's definitely the holy grail of happiness. Okay. So this is really, focusing on truly loving yourself. And, and that means, loving yourself, but also loving the one that you're with, right? And I think that's very key in this process, okay? So keep that in mind. You might be coming together with someone in some way, shape, or form. That could very much well be the case, but it's very exciting. I'm going to continue this because I want to see what wants to come up. And the sacred union is, whoops, sorry about that, guys. Take a look at this. So then you can take a look. Here's the card there. So you can take a look at that. So a new beginning in a relationship with someone. That's what I think is coming together. So note your comments below. Very passionate too, might I say. Okay. Wow. So maybe perhaps there was a passionate relationship, and maybe in some way, shape, or form that it kind of came to an end. And then you gain some sort of, you're kind of starting over from a new beginning. Because this is also a one card. So I don't know if there was a particular situation, but this is a beyond the death of life. This is a one card. And what this talks about here is that how you deal, there might, it's almost as like these are to let go or to move in a new direction. It's to either end a relationship. Maybe you're changing direction, okay? Your belief systems, your love life, your career, whatever that is, this is moving beyond that. So whatever was a sacred convergence that has been brought together with grace, this is saying that, beyond death, there is life, right? Beyond the darkness, there is the light, okay? And this is the light that's shining through to you. So maybe there was some sort of something that came out that you were kind of like you knew, but there is some sort of choice here. Okay. So interesting here. Something powerful is moving you away of what has been to what will be, what has not been, revealed yet. Okay. And so that's what I see coming through here. Okay, so even though that you might be a little unstable, maybe unprepared, maybe just kind of confused about the situation, this is saying this still wants you to move forward. It wants you to move forward towards the possibilities. Okay, towards the possibilities in this relationship, towards the possibilities for you, whether that's on your own or with someone else. This is gorgeous, guys. Really gorgeous. This is calling upon your loving grace, calling upon the universe to really help you and send you the information that you need, give you the light that you need to transcend and to really help you recognize the true purity in you. Just trust that the divine is really calling out to you at this time. Okay. And that's what the card wants to let you know. I kind of feel that. I just feel this. Breathe in compassion, right? And let go of the negativity. Okay. Keep your hands, just rest your hands on your heart and then your chest and just breathe in and out gently. And again, breathing in compassion and, letting go of what is, of any resentment, any type of fear. Breathe in compassion and then letting go of fear. Breathing in grace, right? And knowing that there's possibilities that are all ahead of you. So this is quite beautiful. Wow. It really is about honoring yourself, okay? You have enough spiritual intelligence that you can really shift your perspective and choose which way that you want to go and move beyond the death and into the light. Okay, so wow, how gorgeous. Let's see what else wants to come out for you here. Okay, here it is. Passion for a purpose. You've got to check out Gemini's video, okay? Because I think that they got this card as well. But this is basically saying is that whatever that you're passionate for has a very deep purpose in you, okay? A very, very deep purpose. So take a look at this. You can kind of take a look. I'm going to kind of move it back so you can kind of get a little bit, get off the glare there. There you go. Okay. So that's what this is saying. So this is about, really the knowing that, you're full of energy, full of confidence. This is, this is about maybe the root chakra too. This is like the colors of the root chakra. And you know that you're low on that when you've got low energy and then you've got low self-esteem, okay? You know that you're actually balanced at that when you're confident and full of energy. So this is saying is to that your passion is for a purpose. Whatever you're moving towards has a purpose. If it's a love relationship, if it's a situation, whatever that is, it has a purpose in life. So maybe you're coming together with someone for a purpose, for the greater good, to create something, okay? And that could very much well be the case. You move from a 1, and it right as soon as you move into the light, you move towards passion for a purpose, because this is a 1 card, and then this is the 2 card, okay, that's coming into play. So this is beautiful. It means that you're moving forward in that, and I love seeing this because it tells me that you're being supported by your true nature, right? So like it's almost as if that the fish were given water, and the birds were given the air and the sky to fly in, and that life supports all things on their true nature. So this is getting you on your true path, whatever that is in the relationship, getting on your true path in this relationship, your true path for you on what it is that you want moving forward as it relates to your love life, right there. Okay, so that's what this wants to talk about. Okay, you're getting guided, you're being guided through the process, okay, and you're moving forward with passion into your life's purpose, and that might have to deal with a particular person in your life too. Okay, what about this other person? Let's take a look at that. This person gets beyond the threshold of fear. So they're moving beyond their fears, and now they're moving into the light, okay? So this here is a 25 card, and this is about the sevens, right? The sevens are all about like having faith. So it's all about having faith in a certain situation, right? So that's what this talks about. It's out of the darkness and into the light. It could be about communication, and getting a lot more self-confidence, in the communication. But this is about a different way of thinking too. I'm sorry, I keep putting my foot on that. I'm sorry, I'm shaking the camera, guys. Sorry about that. But my leg was falling asleep. So sorry about that. But that's what's taking place here. And that's what I see. It's like this person is coming out of the darkness and into the light. So I almost feel that they are having faith now. They're seeing the light from the darkness, and they're going through that process. And the universe is communicating with them on this as well. So that's what I'm kind of seeing that's taking place here. So quite beautiful. Now, and because of the fact that this is moving into like the kind of like the numerology number of like a 7, it's almost as if, again, using the spirituality, having faith in the process, I think is going to be very, very big. Faith in this relationship is going to be very big. So just make note of that. That's kind of what I'm kind of seeing. That's kind of lying and it's kind of coming in place. But they're coming out of the darkness. They've gone through something that has, they're not letting fear hold them back anymore. And it is just really coming out so beautifully. Let's see what else that the cards want to say. Let's see here. Just as I thought. Yes. Okay. This is, and I actually have never seen this card before. You're not going to believe this, but this is actually a 3 card. And you've got the 1 and 2 over here, but this person is coming out of the light, and look at what they move into. Isn't this beautiful? This is such a positive aspect for this person over here. It's almost as if that you're getting spiritual wisdom, and they are on a high vibration at this particular time, and they're driving towards their desire now, their life path and their soul urge, right? So it's almost as if it's a big sign for them. And sorry for the sirens that you see in the back, but that might bring an alertness to this situation for this person here, because it's talking about a 3 card, and the 3s are about using the creativity, right? But it also is about really kind of it's almost as if that you're seeking the divine knowledge. And even though it's, it's love, and love can be wild, it can be fierce, it can be demanding. This is saying is that, there's going to be times, especially right now in this person's life, that that something that is not worthy of you must be released, Pisces. So if you're resonating more on this other side, that's what's coming into play. But if it's for this other person, they're realizing that something needs to be let go in their life. And I think it's just moving beyond this fear. That fear needs to be let go, and they need to step into the light of who they really are. Okay, it's almost as if a sign that's going to come soon for them, that the divine is calling them, and it's igniting that inner wisdom that they have inside them as well. And it's almost as if they're reaching into a greater way of living, a greater way of life. And it's just beautiful. It is really, really beautiful. It is a passionate process that they're going through, but it's quite beautiful. They're dissolving into the light. I think they're just totally stepping into it at this time, and it's just a beautiful picture there. Wow, what else? Yeah, with the divine and the hand of Fatima, it's going to help them out in the process. So this is about the divine having a hand in the whole process as well, and going with that flow of life, going for their passion and their purpose. This is a 7 card, another 7 card for them, right? It's another 7 card, and the meaning of this 7 is all about mysticism. It's using that inner wisdom, right? It's really, asking the divine also for help, a deep inward knowing, okay? And it means positive things are now flowing freely at this time, okay? Positive things for this person are now flowing through, okay? So maybe things weren't going well for your other person here, but just know that the divine is working on it and is handling that, okay? It's beautiful. What else wants to come through? They get a 4 card, commitment. Oh, this is gorgeous. Okay, so yeah, definitely check out Scorpio's card, Scorpio's reading as well. That's what's coming into play here too. But anyway, this is commitment is a 4 card. It's a 31 that reduces to a 4, and this is about a commitment to moving into the light, a commitment for a relationship, a situation, making a commitment not to go back to the situation they were, not to fear, but to move forward and step into the light. And if that means a commitment in this relationship, then that's what it means. It's so beautiful. It's like I said, it's a 31 card, which talks about the stability, and and it could be again the stability in a particular relationship, whatever that is. So this is beautiful. This is really talking about, don't let fear that you desire hold you back, because that's show up, be present, and really embrace each moment, and to trust themselves, and to really have that let the light in, definitely let the light in, okay, and take you into that serenity, to really bring you in to that comfort, and that comfort will have to do with change, okay, but it's going to leave you into some very, very peaceful waters. So I think there is a commitment here in some way, shape, or form. So note your comments below. So let me pull the cards on what it is that you'd like to say to this person, and what this other person would like to say to you. Okay, let's see what that is. Okay, what would you like to say to this person, Pisces? Let's see what that is. Here it is. Okay. I don't need you to see this exactly as I do, but I do need you to hear where I am coming from, okay? So that's what's coming into play right now. Very, very beautiful. So yeah, you're not looking to change each other, but you're 2 separate entities coming together as one. But you do need to get, sometimes to understand each other. Sometimes you need to obviously one person needs to listen what one person wants to really, really say. At least to know where you're coming from, and that's just to get to know you a little bit better, okay? And I think that that's very, very key. What else do you want to say? Let's see, here it is. I know I'm being defensive. Can you say this in a less charged way so I can feel safe with you. Okay? So I know that I'm being defensive. So this is basically saying is that, wow, this is saying is that, you know, I know that I'm being triggered. So can you say this in a softer way that will allow me to be able to resonate with the vibration better, and then I can speak better to you from a loving heart. And I think that that's a really good way to bring that about. Okay. Now, what else? Let's see what this other person wants to say to you. Okay. What is that? I would love it if we could just be quiet and hold each other. Okay, so that is what's coming up. That's beautiful. That's sometimes just saying, let's get rid of the chaos. Let's focus on what is most important, and that is our love that we have for each other. Okay, all right, let's continue this and see what this other person wants to say. I'm so sorry I couldn't hear you sooner. Okay, so hopefully this will bring some words that will help your heart speak. Okay, and this is saying is that, you know, perhaps they didn't grasp something sooner than they probably could have, and this is saying, you know, I'm sorry that, you know, I didn't see or hear that, you know, and you know, where you were coming from a lot sooner, perhaps, you know, and that's what's coming into play. So let's go ahead and see if there's any other advice for overall in this that could help in this process. Let's see what that is. Okay. Let's see what that is. What can help out in this process? Failure. Understanding that when we make a mistake, it's only an opportunity to learn. So when someone says that, I'm sorry I couldn't hear you sooner, it's just learning to be more in tune with that other person's, you know, kind of, you know, whatever, you know, vibration a little bit better, perhaps, you know, tapping into that. Oh, this is precious. So just understand, it's all about learning from each other, right? I mean, that's what relationships are at times. They're some of our best teachers. So are our family. They're some of our best teachers as well in terms of relationships too. Blame, accepting responsibility for my own well-being. Okay, so this is about stepping in and being confident in yourself, and knowing that that other person's not responsible for my own well-being. I am, right? And each of you are. But when you come together, it's just the meshing of things and navigating the road based upon how you each, you know, filter things through. So, but that's beautiful. Well-being is very, very important for each of you. So enriching that and focusing in on that's going to be very, very helpful. So not blaming each other and not feeling that something is a failure, because you can't learn if you don't fail sometimes. Okay, and some of our greatest lessons are from failure. Okay, so keep that in mind. All right, anything else? Abundance. Woohoo! This is what you get, guys. Okay, knowing that you're a limitless being, right? You're a limitless being, and you can manifest whatever you desire into this physical reality. So if it's this relationship or situation that you're looking for, this is saying is that abundance is available to you. Okay, it is available to you now. You can manifest what you desire in this situation, in this outcome. But you've got a say in this, right? You've definitely got a say in this. There's no doubt about that. If you resonate on this side, the divine has your hand in it with you, right? You're kind of co-creators through the process. And then also the divine is helping you out over here if you ask for the assistance that you need. So I hope that this resonated with you in some way, shape, or form. And I look forward, Pisces, to seeing you in the month of June. And until then, namaste.